All right, guys, 3 o'clock. We can get started here. What's going on, Kevin? See, you're just getting on.
Hey,
Dan,
how's it going, Will?
can you hear me okay, Dan? Okay. So what I'm going to talk about today is setting up your lead generation website. So some of you guys might already have a lead gen website. Some of you guys might have Podio from us. However you track your leads, however you get your leads, having a lead generation site is a really good thing to drive people to. So it's essential when you have Google pay-per-click running, when you have Facebook ads running, you need a place to push these people to so you can capture their leads. So I'll give you a couple examples of what we do. And one of our students just set up his website too. So I'll show you his. His came out actually pretty nice. So I'll share my screen there. I'll give you guys a look. So this is ours. Something's up with the page where it didn't load my copy here, but all it is a simple one page on your website. And if you're just doing lead gen, you only need this one page on your site to drive people to. You don't need an entire site of, a whole directory and contacts and different tabs. You just need a sell your house lead gen tab and a page for these people. So we have a video on our site that does a lot of the speaking for us. So I'll play that right now so you guys can watch. We shot this probably 2 years ago, and it was just a green screen video. Someone helped us, produce it with the green screen, put the text on it. But all it is, 30-second video. It was supposed to go on TV, and we actually just put it on this lead gen site. So I'll play that. Hope you guys can hear it. And mute somebody there.
Listen up, Quad Cities. Hi, this is Matt Larson. I've been the #1 home buyer in the Quad Cities for the last 12 years, and I want to buy your house fast for cash. I'm buying houses like yours every single week, making the transaction quick and easy, putting smiles on the faces of you, the seller. I work with so many incredible tenants and investors, I need to supply them with houses right now in the Quad Cities. So if you need to sell your house fast because of costly repairs, divorce, taxes, liens, can't afford the payments, maybe relocation, or a slew of other problems or reasons, let me help you resolve that by buying your house fast for cash and for a fair price. Let me help you out no matter what the circumstances are. I'm buying right now, but that won't last forever.
So real quick video. And then once they're done, they're prompted to fill out this lead form. And the text that's down here is really similar to Chris's site over here that I'll show you in a couple minutes. So just runs through all the different reasons for why someone would be motivated to sell their property and convinces them why your company is the right one to let them purchase from. So if you guys want the link to Chris's site to check out, premierhomebuyers.com, really good site. He has it laid out perfectly. And he actually built his through Investor Carrot. So investorcarrot.com is built on top of WordPress. So our site that I just showed you is a WordPress website. Carrot goes on top of WordPress to help you kind of guide you through the building process and make it, perfect for the real estate investing space. I'll go through pricing and stuff like that in a little bit, but if you want to check out Chris's house, premierhomebuyers.com. So in our site, what do people do? This is a Google form that I embedded into our site. So forms.google.com. If you have Podio, you have a Podio web form link. You can use that and paste that on your website. But all it is, I created a quick, I wonder if I can find it here. I think it's this one. Get an offer from our team. So that's the same exact one that's right here. So it prompts them, give me your address. And then once they hit next, it goes to the next section. What's the lowest asking price that you're willing to take for your property? They punch in a number. Do you have a mortgage balance? You'll notice that all these are required fields. That way they fill them out. Depending on whether they hit yes or no, they're going to hit the mortgage detail section or skip that and go to the contact section. So mortgage details, if they said, yes, I have a balance. Since you have mortgage balance, let's clarify a few things before you get an offer. What is your mortgage payoff amount? If you don't have an answer, don't worry. It's public record and our team will assist you with finding this later. A lot of people don't want to talk about their mortgage balance. It is actually public info that you can look up, but it saves you a little bit of time if you put that little sentence in there in your form and ask them just to put it there for you. Then after that, let's gather their contact details, first name, last name, phone, and email. Once they submit that, this lead automatically with Zapier.com. A lot of you guys, if you go on our YouTube channel, you can watch my Zapier videos, but Zapier.com is a free to a certain extent. Once you start using a lot, you'll have to start paying for it, but free way to drive information from one place to another. So in this case, we're taking information from Google Forms and we're moving it to Podio for our business. So this will get submitted and it'll drop a new seller lead into our Podio system where Podio takes the ball from there and helps us run with that lead and convert it into a closed deal. Do you guys have any questions so far? Anybody? Okay. So I'm going to go through how we built our site. Chris here with his Carrot website, I didn't help him build it. I just helped him hook up his Google ads to it for him. But once I was in there, it was really easy to use. And I think I can actually jump in there and show you what the back end of Carrot looks like. Super simple. Just guides you through building all your pages and it makes it really easy to drop different forms on different pages. So what you need to build this site is if you don't already have a web domain, like your own URL that you own, you guys should go to GoDaddy.com and you are going to buy your domain. So you can punch in your business name, whatever your acquisition company name is, whatever you want. Try to make it real estate related. That way it's clear for the person that lands on that site. But if you just say, let's say Matt buys quadcities.com, let's see if it's available. So for $1 a month for the first year, it's mattbuysquadcities.com is available. So it's cheap. So once you buy a domain, you own that name to put a website on. Then you're going to have to get a hosting package that your website is going to run on. Those run from like $12 to $20 a month. So you're going to attach your domain name to a hosting package. GoDaddy guides you through the whole process. As you're checking out for this domain for $1 a month, it's going to ask you, do you want to add this to a hosting package? You're going to say yes. And then once you are finished with that, it's going to say, okay, now you own this domain, you own this hosting package. Let's get started on building your website. So there will be an option that's going to say, do you want to install WordPress on your hosting package? You're going to say yes. It's going to guide you through installing WordPress. Now, WordPress is the website builder. That's where you build your pages. That's where you lay out your entire website and design it. So I'll go into WordPress. Once you purchase that from GoDaddy, it walks you through the entire process, and you'll have a ready to go template WordPress site once you're done with the checkout process there. But once you purchase, you go back over to your domain name. So say this was mattbuysquadcities.com. You're going to put your URL /wp-admin, and that's how you log into your site. Actually, let me might have to go to a different tab. It's been a while since I've been in the back end of that site. Won't let me for some reason. Let's try this one. Something about this tab not letting me. Let me try over here. One sec. Man, I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. Anyway, I'll go through this way. So there's tons and tons of tutorials online on how to build a WordPress website. It's super simple. It's drag and drop to do this. So what you're going to need, you're going to have to go on Fiverr.com, the VA website, and you're going to tell them, hey, I want a logo built for my company. So mattbuysquadcities.com for $5, go get a logo made up, a real estate logo, and they'll make that for you. 3-day turnaround time, email that back to you. So you'll take that logo, you're going to get a color scheme going, and you're going to make a general website in WordPress. you already have a theme loaded up in there. So it's really just, drag and drop, fill in the information to make your website. So I'll go back to Chris's here. So you're going to drag your logo in there. And the only tabs you need to make, you're going to make 2 pages. You're going to make sell your house, and you're going to make contact us. So sell your house. I don't mind if you copy Chris's here. Don't do it word for word, but he has a really good copy here to follow. So sell your house. We buy houses in any condition, blah, blah, blah. Copy all that. And you'll notice he has a form down at the bottom, and he always has a form on the side of his website here. So I would actually recommend putting this form at the very top of the page. That way, when people first get there, they're not going to, have to search for it. You might get a higher conversion rate if you put it on the top of the page. Same thing. Let's go to his contact side. Have any questions about selling your house? Here is how you get a hold of us: email, contact form. All this stuff will drop into Podio. In his case, it's also held in the back end of Carrot. I'm going to stop sharing my screen real quick, and I'll log into the back end, and I'll give you guys a peek. Just want to give his login info. So if you don't want to go through the hassle of buying your own domain and setting up the hosting and stuff, I would recommend carrot.com. And I'm just getting in there right now. One second, guys. Okay, so I just logged into carrot.com. Now he has 2 sites. Here is his selling site. So let's go in there. Let's take a look. He can easily see how many people have gone to his site, how many leads he's converting. He can look at all of his stats. He just started the other day driving Google pay-per-click ads to his site. He paid someone on Fiverr, said, hey, I want to run, I think it was $500 a week on Google pay-per-click ads for We Buy Houses ads. So those are starting to push to a page he has on his site, that Sell Fast page. All you have to do on the content side here, you go to pages, and you're going to create a new page using this little orange button over here. And you're pretty much just going to copy what I showed you guys on that other side. Sell your house. And real simple, just a text editor field here. You just type all that stuff in, and Carrot comes preloaded with some forms you can follow. You can just enter your forms right there. This is what they look like when you are punching them in. It says gravity form, and you pick what form you want to put into your page. Once you're done, hit update, and then that page will become public. If you guys don't want to do any of this, I mean, you can pay someone on Fiverr. I'd say it'd probably cost $300 to $400, and you can have someone set up a LeadGen page for you. Some of you guys just want the fast track to it, but it's not too hard to do it yourself. So his forms, let's look at his forms. He has a couple of them. He was pushing some people to download a free ebook guide that he made, like a little 6-page ebook. That was for him to generate some email addresses to add to his marketing list. Then he had his contact us form, and then all the rest of these were seller lead forms. So they're all pretty simple to make. Again, add new. It's a drag and drop to add in the fields to make those. So his Google ads, his form looked like this. This is an ugly version of it, but what's your address? What's your reason for selling? First name, last name, phone, email, any comments, get your cash offer. So that form is on every single page on his site right here for people to submit leads through. Now, what I had to do for him when I was connecting it to Google Pay-Per-Click was I had to go to settings on all of his forms. And I had to, where is it here? On the Zapier tab, I had to connect all of his forms to Zapier so his leads would automatically go to Podio. So if I go to Zapier, essentially what I was doing was, let's see whose account I'm in. Okay, I'm in my account. So I was basically making zaps like this. Create a zap. And I was using a Zapier webhook and saying, when someone submitted a lead on my site, I want to push it here. So this URL that it gives you, I was pasting that into right here in the Zapier feed section. And that's going to notify Zapier when a lead comes through of your website. So you hit continue. So it's going to say, okay, I'm looking for a lead. This isn't going to work because I don't have it hooked up anywhere. But once a lead comes into my site, what do I do with it? So you're going to tell it, okay, what do you want to do? So you can hook it up. You can have it send them to your Gmail account. You can have it send you an email with all the lead information. You can have it go to Podio. You can have it fill in all the information there. Super simple. Podio, create item, hit continue, select your account. And you just tell it what organization you want to punch your leads in under. So I want to go to my Easy Street company. I want to go to acquisitions, and I want to put them in seller leads. So then all of your seller lead fields will pop up from Podio. So we only captured, first name, last name, email, and reason for selling, plus the address. So we're going to drop those right in to where they belong. So seller first name. If I fill this out right, it would say first name, last name. I'm just going to click those options, and then it's going to put it in Podio in the proper place. Same thing for address. Go to your catch hook, press address where it pops up there, and we'll drop it in the Podio. And then there is the reason for selling field somewhere down here in Podio. You would just click that and punch it in there, scroll all the way down, and turn on that zap. So that time, every time a lead comes through on your site, automatically gets out of the Podio. You can automatically get an email to your team, to whoever you want to receive it. So that's a really simple overview of how these lead generation sites work. If you're not that tech savvy, two options. I mean, you can go to carrot.com and they actually have a guided way where their team will help you build the site, or you can use the Fiverr method. Either way, with the Fiverr method, you probably need a little bit of know-how about what you want to accomplish. But if you forward them this video, I'm sure they can figure it out for you. But anyone that's on here, what are you guys using for LeadGen? Do you guys have any websites built, or are you guys using any online marketing, anything like that? Any of you guys?
Hey, this is Crystal. I have a Carrot website that I'm using.
You do?
I run some Facebook ads and stuff that go to it.
Nice. So Brian, I just asked you to unmute. I couldn't hear what you were saying there.
I was just saying that basically at this stage of the game, I'm looking to establish some kind of a lead gen so that I can do this on a little more day-to-day basis.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, quite a few of our guys are using Google Pay-Per-Click to do it. I don't know if you caught that video I did a couple weeks ago on the Facebook lead ads, but that's a really easy way without a website to generate online leads. So basically, you just go on Facebook, make a Facebook ad with, We Buy Houses, and all the leads will stay in Facebook. They don't even have to go to a website. They fill out a quick, same form I just went through a couple of seconds ago with first name, last name, address. They can fill all that out on Facebook, and it sits in Facebook where you can, export it and do what you need to do with it. So that was a pretty cool way. Crystal, if you don't mind sharing, what's your site? Let's take a look at it if you don't mind.
Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
CAS
Yep.
Property Solutions
Do you mind type it into the chat and I'll
Okay.
grab it?
All right. Where am I at here? Chat.
Did you find the chat there on Zoom?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Were you trying to buy cashpropertysolutions.com? You couldn't get it?
No, I have something on my hands, and I was trying to not mess up my phone screen. Sorry.
Yeah, so you're so tell me about how you guys can see my screen, right? Oh, maybe not yet.
No,
Let's see.
I see you.
There you go. So your site looks good. What was your process kind of like? Did you reach out to Carrot and they helped you build it, or how'd that work for you?
So I literally just did whatever Carrot said. They had like a walk you through type thing.
Yep.
I didn't reach out to them directly. I just was kind of seeing what they, what the other sites looked like, and then went from there.
Okay.
So,
But
that's
they
just
guide
really
you.
doing stuff.
They guide you through the whole thing. And it was pretty easy.
Oh, it was very easy. Yes, it was very easy.
What did this site end up costing you to build?
I've only paid like what, $49.99 a month or something like that.
You pay monthly for it though?
Yes, I pay monthly for it.
Okay. But there was no like upfront fee to help you build it or anything?
No.
Oh, okay, that's cheap.
Because I didn't reach out to them to help me build it. That's all me putting the stuff in there.
Okay.
I just kind of went and saw what other people's look like, and and I tweaked it kind of like just by aesthetics. What looks good, what doesn't look good.
Yep.
Then I Googled some stuff, like that.
Yeah, I think it looks good. So when a person fills out their lead, where does it go? Do you just collect them from Carrot, or do you have them pushing somewhere?
So originally, before I did this whole video web ad, I just had them staying in Facebook. I did a lead form and they stayed in Facebook.
Okay.
Now I have to where the lead gets pushed to my website, and the lead stays in Carrot until my VA pushes it to my Podio.
Okay.
So I haven't done all of the as much automation and integration just yet.
Yeah, I mean, the automation is pretty easy to set up. I think I actually have a video. If you end up emailing me, I can forward it over to you.
Okay.
A video on how to set up Carrot to Podio. So that way your VA doesn't have to, check it every day.
Manually do it. Yeah. Okay. But then when the lead comes in, I have it to where it texts me and it sends me an email so that I know that a lead just came in.
Yeah, I can't, in Zapier, you can't have it text you, but you can have it email you.
But Carrot does that itself. That's the way my Carrot is set up.
Oh, Carrot will text you?
So that,
yeah, it'll
that
probably
way
it'll still do that. It'll just automatically move it to Podio for you.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
So it'll still send out whatever notifications it normally does. But it'll automate that little piece there.
Gotcha.
Cool. Let's see. What else could we touch on here? Kevin, I know you're in here. Kevin, are you running, you guys running any ads for your business? Not sure if you're still there.
I had Carrot, but I'm getting it everything set back up.
Okay. You weren't using it for a while?
Yeah, I haven't been using it but I'm getting it set back up now.
Yeah. It really, if you have a website out there, there's so many different sites online right now. If you aren't pushing your own traffic to them, it's hard to make them work. So you definitely have to pay. It's like direct mail. You have to pay to get people there and, converting through your site. But hopefully, if you do get them there, you can convert them. We did a whole direct mail card campaign where we didn't put our call center phone number on there. We just pushed people to a website. I'm actually, let me look up those stats and see how that campaign did. Maybe they'll give you guys some ideas. So I'm going to hop into my Podio, and I'm going to look for that website direct mail campaign that we ran. Because sometimes, you know, you get someone on the phone with a call center, they're, you know, people really don't like calling through the phone much anymore. They either like texting, or if they're on the website, they can kind of make their own decision and gauge your company if they feel comfortable to work with you. You can, you know, convince them on your site to submit their lead through your copy that you type on there. So I like the websites better than the call center personally. Let's see.
I agree. I like the web better.
You can tell your story on there. You have videos, all that stuff. So let me try to find. Got so many campaigns in here. Let's see if we got anything. So we didn't push any traffic to our website, and we started our website, I want to say, about a year and a half ago. We got 21 leads from it. One is current active right now. We put 9 offers out, 2 contracts, 1 closed deal. So I mean, just for a site that you throw up and doesn't cost as much, we're not paying to drive to it. It's still a closed deal. So right here we closed some of those stats on it. Purchase for, let's check it out. So you guys that have Podio, this will look familiar to you. We got this house for $20,000 in Quad Cities here, so cheap lead. Overall renovation costs, including purchase price, 53 grand. We're projected to sell it at 75, so $20,000 profit on that one for not paying anything. So pretty good little lead right there. Let's check out some, while we're in Podio here, let's check out some of the other marketing strategies that are doing real well. So we got 40 active campaigns right now. Lots of direct mail. Let's see what's got our highest response rates. Driving for dollars. Oh, so Matt will touch on response rate percentage is a little messed up because we just punched in how many guys we have out in the field looking for them. But driving for dollars right now, all of our maintenance techs, all of our team members have a quick little Google form on their phone right now that we, added to their home screen on their phones. Every time they drive around the Quad Cities here, they see a house, they snap a picture of it, they write down the address, and they just hit submit. There's no contact info, there's no nothing. And then one of our VAs will do a quick skip trace and look on the county site to figure out who that person is. And it's actually doing really well. But you can just use that yourself. Whenever you see a rundown house in your neighborhood, you can snap a picture of it and send it to IPA research for you. So we brought in 34 leads. This just started 2 weeks ago. So we brought 34 leads in, got 2 offers out there. No closed contracts because it's so new, but still lots of leads coming in, and 2 offers out of 37 leads like that, or 34 leads. Keep checking out what's good. Our dumpsters are doing pretty well. Sherpa texting for our commercial leads, that works well. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but Sherpa texting plus exact data baking is doing really well right now. 4% response rate on that at $8 a lead. So that's a texting campaign we're running, and we pull the exact data baking list. Let's check out some stats. Out of what we sent, we got 420 leads, 50 offers, 8 contracts. Currently closed 3 of them, $1,000 per deal. That's not too bad. Lots of sour leads though. So those will be dropped in the follow-up sequence and they'll be worked until they fall out of the system there. Another thing that's crushing it for us, I know Matt talks about it a couple times when he jumps on Wednesdays, is the lake house letters. So I don't know if you guys in your areas have any like vacation spots or lake house type areas, but those are really hot right now with everything going on with COVID. We send out handwritten letters to our local lake around here that has some houses on it. Every single house on the lake, regardless of the what the property was worth or what people owed. We just blanketed the lake with letters and we got a decent response rate and we're wholesaling a lot of these places. We also worked with the local realtor to pass off any leads that were bad. So she's paying us a fee to get these leads that are bad for us that we can't wholesale. She's going to go contact those owners and go try and list those houses for them. So that was a pretty cool deal. Anything else you guys want to talk about here? I have a one-on-one Zoom coming up here I got to jump on, but before we do that, anything you guys want to touch on? Crystal, Kevin, anybody?
No, I don't think so. I think I'm okay.
Okay. So if you, as always, I mean, you guys are in the boardroom here. If you do go through and start building your lead gen site, I'm always free to, you can hit me up on my email. It's hello@realestatemat.com. I can help you out with that process. Since Crystal said it was so easy, I mean, I don't see, it's kind of a no-brainer not to go without Carrot. So Carrot looks like it might be the best way to do it, kind of like a hands-off way. I know she kind of copied from around a couple different sites, but it seems pretty simple.
Yeah, they make it very plug and play type.
Yeah. Plus it was cheap. I mean, $50 a month. I mean, over time, that $50 a month, if it's not generating you leads, might kind of hurt. But if you push ads to that, it makes sense. You'll close deals from it and it'll pay for itself. So
definitely, yes, definitely.
Yeah, you can't just let it sit. You got to drive some traffic to it.
And they even have one package that I'm thinking about upgrading to where they'll even help you. It'll create content for you so that you can kind of like have that blog link where it's creating content, and then you can kind of what do you call it? Kind of make it so that it fits your markets.
Yeah, so what that must be, they're probably going to fill up a blog with a lot of like real estate related things that people would search for on Google to try and get your SEO up. That way, when someone says, okay, how do I, get out of a foreclosure fast in Houston or wherever your area is, hopefully your site would pop up because you have a blog article written about it. So,
right, yes,
stuff like that. So that's kind of I don't know how much they charge for, but that's a cheaper way to drive some traffic. It's not going to be high traffic, but it could be good traffic. I'm not sure. I'm sure they do have a solution for helping you run online ads too. I'm sure they have, content creation for ads too. But if you guys need help with generating ads, I shot a couple of videos. Fiverr, good resource again for helping you set up some ads. You can have someone do it, start to finish, and build you some real simple We Buy Houses ads. They're easy to do. They're probably the simplest ads you can make on Facebook. Cheap. We're running a local contractor ad. Let me hop into Facebook there. I'll give you guys a peek at that. Make sure I'm sharing my screen still. If I go to Facebook Business, and we were running a contractor ad, but I mean, it's pretty much the same thing as if you were running a We Buy Houses ad. Tradesman leads. So if I back out and I go to lifetime of this ad, I spent $880 to bring in 50 contractor leads for our rehabs, and it was priced at $2. Or sorry, wrong stat. $17 per lead. So we're really desperate for contractor leads right now. Not sure why things kind of dried up on the normal ways we were finding contractors, but for $17 per contractor lead, we were attracting new people to work with. It'll probably be a lot cheaper. I think I can go back and look. Maybe we have another campaign in there for We Buy Houses. Not too sure. No, not in this system. But when we were running We Buy Houses ads in our other system, they were coming in for $5 to $10 a lead. Now these leads are so simple to put in from Facebook. They're not, as quality of leads, but they're still coming in, still some, movement in your pipeline. Definitely helps out. So if you guys want to get started on Facebook, check out Fiverr and try it out. You can spend, I think it'll probably cost $100 to $200 to have someone set up your whole business manager and put some ads in there. And then you can do small budgets on these ads. You can run these ads for $5 per day until you figure out an ad that's getting clicks. And then you can shut off all the other ones and you can move their budgets onto the one that's working. So then you'll have maybe one ad that's running for $20 a day. And if that ad for $20 a day generates you a couple leads, so be it. It's a good one. And hopefully one of those converts.
Do you know, or do you have a video on how to do retargeting ads?
Retargeting. So retargeting is just changing your audience. So I recommend going on YouTube and looking up how retargeting works. So how that works is your website, you're going to install something called a pixel, a Facebook pixel on your website.
Yes.
And that's going to track
those.
That tracks who goes to your website. That way Facebook knows who it actually successfully got there and what they did once they got there.
Right.
So as more and more people visit your website, you have to drive a lot of traffic to your website in order to enable retargeting. I think it's like 1,000 people have to go there. But once you hit that 1,000-person threshold, an audience is going to unlock in Facebook, and it's going to say you can use your pixel retargeting audience.
Gotcha.
So if I look in my audiences over here, let me check real quick. Audiences. So I have a couple different audiences. Something you should look up is called lookalikes. So if you have your pixel set up on your website, you're already capturing who Facebook brings there. And if you have it set up right, you're capturing who Facebook brings there and then submits a lead successfully. So that'll be a conversion on your site. Then you can use that data to create a lookalike audience. And what that is Facebook is saying, okay, I know I drove 100 people to Crystal's site and 5 of them converted by submitting her lead form. Now Facebook is going to look at those 5 people's profiles, what their, all their marital status, financial status, everything it knows about those people. It's going to try and find more of those people to audience and push ads to. So lookalikes, I think, are more powerful than retargeting because it's finding new, fresh people.
Okay.
So lookalikes are real
that.
cool. Something to look into. But you'll see retargeting. I have 2 retargeting audiences. So I can retarget everyone that went to my site, and I can retarget everyone that submitted a lead form. So something to look at. But I definitely recommend check out lookalike audiences and look into that. It could be a big thing.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. So looks like everyone kind of got on with their day and dropped off here. I'm going to sign out and we'll catch you guys in the next boardroom. I think tomorrow Matt is going to jump on to make up because he missed Wednesdays last week because he was traveling. He's going to make up one tomorrow and he's going to do one Wednesday. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yep. No problem.
Bye-bye.
Bye.